Hey everybody, Everett's Live Music, 12/10/23. Doing a shout out today, coming out on a Sunday. We're looking at the last couple of days of the COP. I don't know how much good they will have done through all of this. They say they're going to triple efforts on some things and different issues, and then some people are still saying they're not convinced. It's an argument that I think is well beyond its debate. We should be well into more of everything, not just climate, not just fossil fuels being burned, but just the way of life we live, right? I say that for the United States, and I know we've been some of the biggest contributors to the emissions and CO2 release in different areas of that, and our industry that has been passed on to China now, and then we buy back the same stuff in different areas. Just a way of life that we've decided that this is how it will be and always will be. So I'm asking for that. Why aren't we talking more about that? Why are we killing so many animals, and why are we wasting so many millions and millions and billions and trillions of acres of habitat that took billions of years to create, that's helped make this planet really what it is and how it all works together? And yet we want to get onto some conversation where some wise guy wants to make a different argument. We're running out of space. The emissions are really happening. The CO2, we are a contributor to this, and why isn't the rest of life seen on this level? How would you ever hope to interact with anything else in the universe if you could not even learn to react and interact with your own place of life? This is unbelievably hard for me to understand, as I am part of this, and I try to do as little, it's not even like I have to try hard. I'm just living and getting by. I wonder why we live under the thumb of a dollar. Even from where I'm from in life, my mother originally gave birth to me, and I come from the planet Earth, where in this part of Earth, the Kotusua tribe, citizens of the United States of America, we've been pretty hard on things, and we believe in capitalism as it's described one way or another. We have two-party systems, many at times. It's unfortunate that we have sides and we fight one another. It seems like that's been no matter what happens, we have to have that struggle. And you're so, you have to be a part of one gang or the other. You're actually registered Democrat, Republican, then I'm sure it's keeping track of. But the idea being that I don't think in our Constitution or our Bill of Rights or our Declaration of Independence you had to be on one party or the other, or you were going to support some form of capitalism and just profit gains, and we would substitute the same kings we hope to get away from for rich people, and they're not to blame. What do you do in a society that's put to you that way? I expressed that before. Intelligence comes in different ways. Sometimes some people are just better at making money. It doesn't make you more. Our true humanity is expressed, I believe, in the way we are going to be towards one another. And through this system of life that we've developed, I don't think it's going to be heavily beneficial for the future of our planet and our people. So there's that. Christmas. Yay, here comes Christmas. I liked the sign a little while ago, man. It says, Jesus is alive. And below it, beyond reasonable doubt, I think it was. And however it was stated, it's not offensive to me. I'm just right on, dude. Christmas is coming. Isn't that supposed to be his birthday? Don't you think we should find him? So I told the kid, I'm like, dude, you got another week of school, then you get off for Christmas. What if you took an extra week off? You and some friends get together, and you might, disagree with me. I don't care. But, you went out and looked for this guy, And not only you, like adults got involved too. And maybe it's like just a giant scavenger. We're going to find Jesus. I'm, coming from where I'm living at in the Southwest, I think there's a good chance we might find him. There's quite a few people, Jesus, but it's Jesus, however you see it, however you want to view it. But I'm thinking we could find him, and we could, celebrate his birthday. I'd be curious to see his side of the story too. Is it your birthday actually? No, no mi cumpleaños, no. No 25 de diciembre. No. And then find out which day of the year is his birthday or something. It would be funny, I would think so a little bit. Maybe find out, did you write some? I mean, look at some of the stuff you said here. They've quoted you many times. Who quoted me? Well, there was a few of them. What did he say? Peter or Mark or John. What they say about it? What did I say? They said. That'd be funny, huh? But moving through the holidays, be good, cheerful, joyful. I see us maybe in the future doing different, but the conversation's got to come back first. And that's a good perspective, I think, to think about things. It's ironic. Earlier I was playing some classical music from Tchaikovsky, the composer from Russia, right? And then he's like in the 1870s or something, writing a whole symphony called Little Russia, and that's about Ukraine. It's pretty ironic. If you read about it a little bit, it's based off of, not based totally off, but inspired somewhat by Ukrainian folk songs. And then they used to be pretty close, and so did in Finland. And Finland's putting up their barbed wire now, and they're like, no, and why is all this happening? Why did you attack them to one degree or another? But maybe you could play that song for Putin and the Russians. I think there's been quite a bit of effort not to fight, but that's been ignored. I don't know as though it would help much, but it would be maybe some inspirational moment to, hey, you remember back when Tchaikovsky, that's it, Tchaikovsky. Takes me a sec, Tchaikovsky, if I could say it right. I'm not positive because I'm not a classical musician. If at all, I got my stuff going, but I do listen to that stuff. It's cool listening to it roll along as it moves up and down the scale, and you're just changing different chords, and it's pretty cool stuff. I like it. I dig it. The kid digs it. She's playing too, so for her school little band and stuff too. So it's cool to listen to and then hear a little history on it. And then like Sibelius from Finland, that's another one. That's your neighbor, man. You guys used to hang out, make music. Do you remember? Like, and that's from the, Tchaikovsky was, that's what, 50 to 93 he lived in the, and then Sibelius, he's from the late 17s or 18s, and then into the, anyway, if you look up the dates on these guys and stuff, and they just back and forth, and pretty interesting stuff. I like that. So yeah, it was 1850 through 1893, and then for 1850 through 93 for like Tchaikovsky, and then somewhere 70 through into the 1900s for Sibelius, right? But those are some of our composers from, the era of music and the way they expressed themselves and the way they shared back and forth. Because that's all you had. That's beautiful. And that held us together. And I think through the musicians, and you might even read too, like Tchaikovsky, he was thought to have had some homosexual relations. Look into it. Maybe I don't have the history of these people entirely, but I do have some literature, and it expresses some of those ideas. That's pretty interesting. But maybe we wouldn't want to share that homosexual one with Putin, because then maybe that really just diffused, but you'd have to maybe realize that it doesn't matter where we come from, how beautiful we compose and the music that's made. It's incredible, so, and at one time you were so close to one another, and the borders were easily traveled back and forth, and the languages were shared on a regular basis, and there was better times perhaps, and there's been hard times too. So maybe that's something that could be shared for a holiday. Most people will express some World War I story with the German soldier that stands up and sings Silent Night or something, right? It might have been that one, but in any event, find something through the days that would bring maybe a peacefuler moment. Most people don't hang on to them very long. Some places they've been fighting forever, and I don't know what to say except for please stop, like many would hope. Find some laughter, find some humor, maybe in searching for Jesus. That's funny. And we all look and we search. Not this year, maybe next year. Everybody takes a week. He's there. He's here. All right. I'll check out a few people, interview them, check out the birth certificate. We got a picture. Let's see if we can't find this guy. Peace.